January is going to end, and so is the goals of many people. A staggering statistic shows that by the end of January, the first month of the year, more than 60% of the people give up on their goals, give up on their resolutions. So there are three types of people. Actually, there are four. Level zero begins where you are aimless, you don't have any direction, you don't have any goals. This is the worst. Then there comes level one, where you think about goals, but just them. Level two, people have read this book called Atomic Habits and they think in terms of systems. But there is a level three. And when I unlocked this level three, I went from like uh, inconsistent habits to streaks, right? Every single day, I will doing that habit again and again, again and again. So by the end of this video, you will have a 4-step framework that will get you to level three. So stay tuned till the end of this video. Let's start. Why most people can't keep through their habits throughout the year? Because mostly they depend on motivation. When the year is beginning, the motivation is super high. As the first month ends, the motivation goes down. It dwindles and life controls them again. They start letting life control them, forgetting that they can direct their own lives. They get too busy and forget what's most important for them. See, as humans, we are not supposed to make big, sweeping changes because in the past, any big change meant danger for the body, right? So, we all hate big changes. So, if you try to make a very big change in your life, it is by default going to fail unless you are a beast of a person. And if you are a subscriber of this channel, you will become that about in a year or so. Another thing is we live in easy times. To accomplish anything, the pain of your current reality should be much higher than the pain of discipline and the pain of actively taking actions to complete that activity. For most people, they are comfortable in their houses. For most people, they are comfortable scrolling reels or going out with their useless friends. And mostly, all these New Year resolutions are optional things. They choose like really hard, sweeping changes that even if they don't do, it's all right. And they keep this optional thing. It's not, okay, I will definitely do this. If I don't do this, then big punishment. Most people don't do that, right? We don't ascend to the best we can imagine. We descend to the worst we can accept. Then most people just forget their goals. Literally. They just write the goals on the paper and that paper just gets lost somewhere. Maybe in their shoe rack or bookshelf or something. To actively pursue your goals, you need to be reminded of them consistently. If we are not reminded, we will forget. Other superficial priorities will come into our lives and we will forget our real priorities. Right? The most important thing is to keep the most important thing the most important thing. But most people forget the most important thing. We actually need to backtrack all the milestones yearly to quarterly to monthly, weekly, and daily. If you're not doing this, you're behind. But if you track everything, all the game changes. Uh, uh, I'll not go into level zero because let's be honest, most level zero people will have already left this video. They don't have the attention span. Aimless. So goal oriented people are better than aimless people, right? They do have a thing to follow, but there are a few major challenges that these people face, which are actually hard. And that's why most of these goal oriented people fail. First is they only think of binary terms like, this is my goal. If I pass, I pass. If I fail, I fail. There is no notion of progress there. Well, life doesn't work in black and white. And because they think in terms of either I will do it fully or I'll not do it. They don't even start, because to do such a big stuff, it takes incredible amount of willpower, and willpower is a limited resource. If you just operate on your willpower, it will deplete. It's a limited resource. These people often quit when they face a setback. They have very set rules. Okay, so this is my routine. I will wake up at 6 a.m. and then do 1 hour of exercise. And let's say they wake up at 8:30 the next day. Oh, my morning routine is ruined now. I will not do nothing at all. Are you stupid? You can just move around for literally 15 minutes and you will have a better health than somebody who doesn't move at all. And even if, let's say, they brute strength their way to their goal and they achieve their goal, after achieving that milestone, their motivation drops. And then they might start acting in the same ways that led to their shitty phase in life. I've also seen cases where people take extreme steps to attain that outcome, which they become more outcome focused than growth focused. Let's say the goal is to become like full jack bodybuilder type of shit, right? Instead of doing the same routine for 10 years, eating clean, sleeping good, exercising regularly, if you choose to go to the steroid use path, you can get the same progress in about 2 years. But the side effects will be crazy, right? So just the goal doesn't matter. How you achieve the goal, that is way more important. Now, let's talk about people who have read Atomic Habits, the system thinkers. Well, last year, I was mostly following this path, systems thinking. Think in terms of system, not in goals. Well, that's better than goals, right? But you become very rigid and inflexible, right? You just design a system for you, and then day and night you just have to follow that. It will achieve you good amount of progress, but at what cost? You will become like the robot. You will um, lead a basically mechanical, joyless life, right? Your life, which is very complex, you're just boiling it down to a number of systems, which is good for progress, but not good for your life. These people may optimize for something that they are not even looking for. Most system thinkers don't have a purpose. They don't have an internal motivation to pursue the thing. They're just doing because they have systematized their life and now they have to do it, right? It's their habits. It's their, okay, it happens automatically. They pull full tracking and all. It is much better than being aimless and also better than just being goal oriented, but it's not the full picture. The real fun comes when you become an identity oriented person. This is level 3. What do I mean by identity oriented person? They actually go a little more deeper and fixate on an identity. Let's say the identity is of a disciplined Navy SEAL, Marine, right? Now, their actions will reflect their identity. They will wake up early, they will do exercise regularly, they will go on runs, they will eat clean, they will sleep disciplinedly, and they will be very strict with themselves. Identity drives better actions. Standards naturally rise, and this creates a sustainable momentum. Being an identity oriented person eliminates decision fatigue. The small moments where you have to argue with yourself that, oh, should I do it or should I not? Oh, I won't have enough willpower to do it. Oh, actually, I am a Navy SEAL. I will have to wake up early, right? I will have to exercise. So it's not an option for me anymore. See, there will be flexibility also, because soldiers also go for a party after they win a battle, right? Identity provides you flexible guidelines versus rigid rules. And all this compounds over time because each action improves, adds into that self image. Whatever image you have formed, it adds into that image. And as you go on, that identity becomes stronger and stronger, and your actions reflect that identity again and again. You become more of that identity, and your actions, like I explained the growth loop, right? That strengthens so much, and that carries on the momentum. I'm telling you guys, if you get up to level 3, set up an identity, and then act accordingly, along a time horizon, you will become the best version of yourself. Okay, so how do you become an identity oriented person? Here is a 4-step framework. Step 1 is to identify an outcome, then identify what are the core values needed to get to that outcome, and then to find what identity these core values are an inherent part of. Right? Let's say your goal is to earn $1 million. The core values would be work ethic, discipline, getting, um, showing up to the work, consistency, right? All these things. Now, who has all these values? A millionaire, let's say. A self made millionaire has all these values. Now, you have discovered an identity and you will act as if you are that identity. You have to be something first to become something. Step 2 is start with small steps. You don't have to take massive actions that, oh, these soldiers carry logs, or this millionaires sells to like people with more than 50,000 MRR per month. You don't have to start huge. You remember, humans are not wired to make sweeping big changes. Start small. Ask, what would a millionaire on his day 1 do? What are the small things he will do? Step 3 is to log the evidence of your new identity. Whatever good stuff you do, like if you are going with a soldier identity or a millionaire identity, if you do a soldier workout or you do a 3-hour deep work slot, you note that down. You share your progress through maybe social media or through a blog, through a tweet. It can be very simple. You can just note it down in your personal diary. But you have to stack these wins. When you stack these wins, your identity is getting stronger. And step 4 is to review the progress and expand the scope. Now, every month, you are going to take an audit. What all the things you did, how did you feel doing that? Was it painful? Yes, it will be painful in the beginning, but this is what you signed up for. Being a soldier on a millionaire is not an easy job. You will have to put in the work. But if you do it, guys, you will be above all these people who are aimless or who have goals and only think in terms of goals, or have a fitted atomic habits and just think in terms of systems. You think in terms of identity. And identity fuels both of these systems, like goals and systems. They will automatically work out for you. So if you found any value from this video, consider subscribing and dropping a like. Thanks for watching.